Every single review just gives you a bunch of different features and you are still absolutely confused which is the best choice for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you just the very specific features that you actually need to pay attention to understand which is the best choice for you based on your specific case. And on top of that, I have some discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate links, so check out all of the links in the description. I have created custom GPTs for different softwares, and instead of just getting information from the web that most of the time is absolutely incorrect, it's trained on specific knowledge. The GPT is going to ask you some questions and it actually gives you multiple answers to choose from, making it super easy. And with these, actually, you're going to get even better understanding what specific software you need, because you wouldn't even think about these different things. And once you answer all of these different questions, it's going to give you the best software for your specific needs and maybe even some alternatives.
For AI clipping quality, Vizard receives a 9.2 out of 10. It can find a large number of useful highlights from interviews, podcasts, and talking head videos. Its active speaker detection is reliable and helps keep the correct person framed in vertical clips. The selected moments usually make sense without requiring extensive correction. It is not quite as strong as OpusClip at pure moment discovery, but it is highly consistent and works very well for professional content.
By the way, I put together my different AI systems. If you want to get them, check link in description.
For video and output quality, I gave Vizard a 9.2 out of 10. Automatic captions are accurate, and the platform can add AI emojis and B-roll to make clips more engaging. High-resolution exports are available for professional use. The output also adapts cleanly across different social platforms. The visual style is polished without being overly complicated, giving teams a reliable starting point that can still be adjusted to match their brand.
By the way, I have created a document of 50 best growth hacks used by the biggest marketers out there. Check the link below.
For ease of use and speed, Vizard scores a 9.5 out of 10. A single upload can produce a large batch of clips with very little setup. Reviewing the clips inside the browser is fast, so users can move through the results without a complicated editing process. This is especially useful for teams handling frequent podcasts, webinars, or interviews. The software keeps a high-volume production workflow organized while remaining approachable for non-editors. For editing and customization, Vizard receives a 9.2 out of 10. It includes a complete browser editor, reusable templates, branding tools, and text-based editing. This allows users to correct clips by working with a transcript instead of navigating a complex timeline. The controls are strong enough for most social media teams. Vizard gives non-editors meaningful control without turning the workflow into the kind of technical editing project that slows production down. For automation and workflow, I gave Vizard a 9.3 out of 10. It supports direct social scheduling, shared workspaces, and team collaboration. The platform also works well for recurring production, where new long-form videos are repurposed every week. This makes it more than a one-time clipping tool. Agencies and content teams can review, edit, and prepare multiple channels from the same browser-based workspace. For pricing and value, Vizard scores an 8.7 out of 10. There is a useful free plan for testing the workflow before committing. Paid plans unlock professional exports and the features needed for regular production. The value is strong for teams that use its collaboration and editing tools. However, long podcasts can consume processing credits quickly, so high-volume users should calculate how many source hours they expect to upload each month. Overall, Vizard is best for teams, agencies, and creators producing a high volume of talking head clips. Its browser-based workflow makes collaboration and review particularly convenient. It combines strong AI clipping with enough editing control to fix results quickly. If several people need to work on the same content, or if you regularly repurpose interviews and podcasts, Vizard is one of the strongest and most practical options. For AI clipping quality, Submagic earns a 9.5 out of 10. Its Magic Clips feature finds strong, self-contained moments from podcasts, interviews, and other long videos. It normally generates a useful range of candidates while preserving enough context for each clip to make sense independently. The opening moments are also strong enough to hold attention. OpusClip has a slight edge in pure discovery, but Submagic is extremely close and adds much more during the finishing stage. For video and output quality, I gave Submagic a 9.8 out of 10, the highest score in this category. Its caption styles are among the best available, and the platform can automatically add B-roll, media inserts, zooms, and sound effects. These enhancements make the result feel fully edited rather than simply extracted from a longer recording. In many cases, the clip can move from AI generation to publishing with only small manual corrections. For ease of use and speed, Submagic receives a 9.4 out of 10. You can upload a file or paste a video link, then generate more than 15 clip options quickly. One-click magic tools handle many of the repetitive enhancements. Even though the editor includes advanced controls, the normal workflow remains beginner-friendly. The biggest time saving comes from how little finishing work is needed after a good clip has been selected. For editing and customization, Submagic earns a 9.8 out of 10. It combines deep transcript editing with precise timeline control. Users can customize captions, B-roll, branding, sound effects, and other visual elements without leaving the platform. The controls are powerful enough for professional creators, but presented in a way that beginners can still understand. This balance between automation and detailed correction is one of the main reasons Submagic ranks first overall. For automation and workflow, I gave Submagic a 9.2 out of 10. Users can save templates and presets, publish to major social platforms, and connect the software through APIs or integrations. These features support consistent production across a growing content operation. Automation allowances vary depending on the plan, so users should check what is included before subscribing. The workflow is strong, although a few distribution-first platforms offer deeper scheduling and cross-posting systems. For pricing and value, Submagic scores an 8.8 out of 10. It offers excellent value when professional editing features would otherwise require significant manual work or several separate tools. The captions, B-roll, effects, and finishing controls justify a high price for serious creators. However, Magic clips can cost extra, and the overall subscription is more expensive than Klap. You are paying for the most complete finished video package rather than the cheapest clip volume. Overall, Submagic is our best overall AI clipping software. It does more than identify a useful section from a long recording. It combines strong clipping with category-leading captions, automatic B-roll, sound effects, branding, and detailed editing controls. The final videos look more complete than the results from most competitors. If you want the strongest all-round package and are willing to pay more for polished output, Submagic is the recommendation I would choose. For AI clipping quality, Klap receives a 9.3 out of 10. It is very good at finding moments with a strong opening hook and enough context to work as independent short-form videos. The software also ranks clips by viral potential, making a large batch easier to review. It performs especially well on podcasts, interviews, and other speech-led content. The results are close to the category leaders while being available at a much lower price. For video and output quality, I gave Klap a 9.4 out of 10. Automatic reframing keeps speakers in view, while animated captions and speaker tracking create a polished vertical format. Multilingual dubbing is also included, which expands the potential audience for each source video. Most clips require very little correction before they can be published. The final output feels premium, even though Klap is positioned as the budget and value winner in this comparison. For ease of use and speed, Klap earns a 9.6 out of 10. The workflow is extremely simple and requires very little configuration. You upload the long video, allow the AI to create clips, and then review the individual results. Its clip-based allowance is also easier to understand than complicated systems based on processing minutes or separate AI credits. This makes the platform approachable for beginners and efficient for high-volume creators. For editing and customization, I gave Klap a 9.2 out of 10. It includes transcript-based editing, caption and layout controls, branding, and format adjustments. These tools give creators enough control to correct the AI and keep a consistent channel style. The editor feels professional without becoming difficult to learn. Submagic offers deeper finishing features, particularly around B-roll and visual enhancements, but Klap covers nearly everything most creators need. For automation and workflow, Klap scores a 9.3 out of 10. It is designed for producing a large number of clips and supports unlimited social accounts. Analytics and API access are available for creators and teams that want to scale the process. The workflow is strong enough for regular multi-channel production rather than occasional one-off projects. It does not lead every automation category, but it provides an impressive set of growth features for the price. For pricing and value, Klap earns a perfect 10 out of 10. The entry plan costs around $14 per month when billed annually and includes 100 clips every month. That allowance is simple, generous, and easy to compare with your actual publishing needs. Very few competitors combine this much clip volume with high-quality detection, reframing, captions, editing, and dubbing. Klap offers the best overall value of every tool included in this comparison. Overall, Klap is our best budget and value option. It gives creators premium quality clipping and polished output without the premium price charged by some market leaders. The 100 clip monthly allowance is generous enough for consistent publishing across several platforms. Submagic remains the stronger overall recommendation because of its advanced finishing tools, but Klap is the best alternative for anyone who wants excellent results while keeping monthly costs low. For AI clipping quality, Choppity receives a 9 out of 10. It can produce more than 30 ranked clips from podcasts and other long videos. The selected moments are usually complete enough to stand on their own rather than ending in the middle of a thought. This makes reviewing the results much faster. Choppity's selection quality is consistently strong, even though OpusClip and Submagic still have a slight advantage in the most difficult examples. For video and output quality, I gave Choppity a 9.1 out of 10. The platform automatically handles cropping, captions, layouts, and social formats. Its caption styles feel modern, and speaker framing works well in vertical videos. The results look professional enough for most channels without a large amount of manual work. Users can also create different layouts when a single centered speaker is not the best way to present the source content. For ease of use and speed, Choppity scores a 9.2 out of 10. You can paste a link or upload a video, and the generated clips can be previewed before paying. The browser workflow is guided by the transcript, making it easy for non-editors to understand what they are changing. This reduces the risk of buying credits before knowing whether the source produces useful clips. The overall process is quick, transparent, and approachable. For editing and customization, Choppity receives a 9.4 out of 10. It includes a full transcript editor along with branding, layout, caption, and timeline controls. This gives users strong options for correcting the AI and refining the clip manually. The platform offers more control than many automatic generators while remaining easier than a traditional professional editor. It is a particularly good balance for teams that want automation without giving up creative decisions. For automation and workflow, I gave Choppity a 9.5 out of 10. The software combines clip discovery, editing, native posting, scheduling, and performance analytics. These stages feel like one connected process instead of separate tools placed together. A team can create the clip, approve the final version, publish it, and then monitor the result. This cohesive workflow makes Choppity one of the stronger all-in-one platforms in the comparison. For pricing and value, Choppity scores an 8.6 out of 10. Plans begin at around $20 per month and include clipping, captions, and editing. The feature set is strong enough to justify that price for regular creators or teams. However, cheaper platforms offer a greater volume of clips for the money. Choppity's value comes from the completeness of the workflow, rather than being the lowest cost option available. Overall, Choppity is best for creators and teams that want a complete browser-based process. It brings clipping, editing, publishing, scheduling, and analytics into one system, while still providing meaningful creative control. This makes it well suited to users who do not want to move projects between several tools. It is not the cheapest option, but it provides one of the most cohesive start-to-finish experiences. For AI clipping quality, Ssemble earns an 8.9 out of 10. It can identify several short-form moments and automatically add opening hooks. The software performs particularly well with podcasts, interviews, and other speech-led videos. Its selections are strong enough for regular social production, although the very best specialist tools are slightly better at understanding complex context. For the price, Semble's moment detection is surprisingly capable and competitive. For video and output quality, I gave Ssemble a 9.1 out of 10. It combines automatic captions with B-roll, sound effects, transitions, and face tracking. These elements help turn a basic talking head segment into a polished vertical video. The system keeps the speaker visible and adds enough visual movement to hold attention. The result is much more complete than the plain captioned clips normally expected from a low-cost clipping platform. For ease of use and speed, Ssemble receives a 9.3 out of 10. Users can upload a file or paste a URL, then generate several clips automatically. The workflow is simple, and the per-video credit system is relatively easy to understand. This makes it approachable for creators who do not want to manage complicated minute calculations. The software moves quickly from source content to usable clips, while still offering strong finishing features. For editing and customization, I gave Ssemble a 9.1 out of 10. You can customize caption styles, B-roll, effects, and layouts, then refine individual clips manually. These controls provide an excellent level of finishing power for the price. The editor is flexible enough to correct AI results without becoming overwhelming. Creators can maintain a consistent visual style while still benefiting from the speed of automatic clipping and enhancement. For automation and workflow, Ssemble scores a 9.6 out of 10. It supports direct social scheduling, API access, and MCP-based automation. That means users can create and post content within one connected workflow. These are unusually advanced features for a budget-focused platform. Ssemble can serve individual creators through its normal dashboard while also supporting teams that want to connect clipping with a larger automated content process. For pricing and value, Ssemble receives a 9.8 out of 10. Plans start at around $7.50 per month when billed annually. The per video credit model is affordable, including for people working with longer recordings. Considering that the platform includes clipping, captions, B-roll, effects, scheduling, and API support, it offers one of the strongest value packages available. Only Klap scores slightly higher in our final value comparison. Overall, Ssemble is best for budget-conscious creators who still want a complete automated workflow. It offers low-cost clipping, polished output, scheduling, and API support in the same platform. This makes it one of the strongest, inexpensive alternatives to the biggest names. If you want more than a basic clip generator but do not want to pay premium prices, Ssemble deserves serious consideration.
By the way, I have also made an ultimate video comparing all of the different softwares, so go check that out, link in description. And don't forget, I have special discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate link. So if you enjoyed this, check out all of those links.